Oh, hey, YouTube. What's going on? Hey, YouTube. Okay. There were some technical glitches. Anyway, we are here. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I trust this finds you well. And I'm really excited to talk about energy because energy is literally your best asset. And most people are running around with not enough energy. Other people are affecting your energy, and it's just a lot. And so nobody teaches this stuff. And so I learned this the hard way. And so I want to teach you what I know because that's just how I roll. So let me know in the comments whether you're here live or watching the replay. Are you aware of your energy? And how do you become aware of your energy? Like, what do you notice about your energy? Just let me know in the comments. So, today I want to talk about how to shift your energy, how to protect your energy, and how to clear your energy. These are all really important things to know how to do. And if you have chitlins, if you have children, please, please, please share this with them because we should be teaching this in second grade, honestly. Okay, so first, a little primer on energy. Every single thing is energy. You are an energetic being. You are made up of trillions of cells, and all of those cells have mitochondria that are uh, ATP energy, adenosine triphosphate. You are an energetic being. The food you eat is energy. The people in your space are energy. The plants in your space are energy. The thoughts in your mind are energy. Every single thing is energy, and everything that's energy has a vibration, a frequency. And so, law of attraction is always in effect. Like attracts like. So, whatever energy you are connected with, holding on to, thinking about, surrounding yourself with, you will attract similar energies to it. It's a universal law. You can't make this stuff up. And so, the first thing I want to talk about is how do you shift your energy? Well, it depends. So, there's something called momentum. And I know you have experienced this. So, momentum is you can think of it like a snowball. If you build a snowball at the top of a hill, at the top of a mountain, and you pack it all in and you get it nice and tight, and it goes down the hill, what happens? It gains momentum, it starts going faster, and it starts getting bigger, right? It's literally like a magnet and it's attracting more snow. So when something has momentum, it's got more power, it's got more energy behind it. So it's going to take a little more energy to slow it down or stop it or put it going in the wrong direction. So if you have been feeling stuck in a rut for a while, it might take a little bit more time, nuance, energy to get the ball going in the other direction, get that momentum going in the other direction. I hope this is making sense. So, some simple things to consider when you're thinking about your energy and like how you're feeling in general. Do you feel energized? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel inspired? Or do you just feel like heavy and stuck and literally like there's no forward momentum? Well, the first thing I would invite you to do is look at your environment. Look at your environment. You can't see my desk. However, I am decluttering some piles of paper. So you've all heard clutter doesn't really bode well for energetics or energy. And if you talk to feng shui experts, they will tell you all kinds of things about the positioning of things and how many of the things there are. So your environment has massive effects on your energy. Um, Especially having access to nature, having access to sunlight. If I was a nurse for 24 years, and if I worked in the OR, so there were no windows in the OR. So I would make it a point to go be outside, be where the sun is shining, exposing myself to nature and the sun because we need that. That helps you regulate your circadian rhythm. So look at your environment. Are there things in your environment that when you physically look at them, you're just like, ah, this doesn't make me feel very good. And you can do things like add beautiful pictures, bring beautiful colors into your space. Go through anything that is cluttering or just filling the space with things that weigh you down. Um, those are some really powerful things to consider if you're feeling stuck. So some obvious things that I know you are aware of, but it begs repeating. So getting into nature, physically stepping into the grass, the water, the sand, the dirt, the mud. I mean, kids love jumping in water puddles, right? It's magical. Being anywhere where there are a lot of trees is very grounding. It's very uplifting. It's very energetic. Moving your body will always help you shift energy for sure. In fact, one of the fastest ways that we could shift our energy with our own body is through the breath. So you have this huge, very long nerve in your body called the vagus nerve. It innervates loads of your internal organs. And when you do things like take a slow, deep breath, where you really fill your belly like a balloon, you are helping activate or turn on your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of your nervous system that allows you to turn off the fight or flight. So it allows you to relax. It allows you to lower your heart rate and your respiratory rate and just feel at ease and okay. That's a very powerful way. It's always available and it's free to use your breath. So that's a powerful one. I can't remember if this is a Tai Chi thing or Qigong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But literally like shaking and just releasing energy like this can be a fabulous way to release tension in the body. Using your throat chakra, singing, toning, humming. It's really impossible to be in a bad mood when you're singing, in my humble opinion. It's just, and that's another way to shift your energy, your vibration. And I mean, there's nothing better than blasting the music or singing in the shower. You've got the element of water, which is very healing, the negative ions, and singing. It's so wonderful for your entire body, your entire being. Um, yeah, another, you probably have heard of this thing called tapping or EFT. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, where you do this thing called the karate chop, and then you're doing this and 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 this, and you're tapping on energetic lines in the body, meridians, and they call it an acupuncture. So you're saying things out loud about what are stressing you out, and then it starts to shift your energy, and then you start saying affirmative things like, "Oh, well, I've done this before. I'm amazing," whatever. And so you're literally shifting your energy just by tapping on these lines of energy and using specific words. Very powerful. So those are a couple ways that you can shift your energy. Again, look at your environment. You already know the things that are energy suckers, right? If it's messy, if it's unorganized, maybe if it's dirty, if there's not a lot of light in there, there are simple things that you can do, even if you just start with one drawer, right? I'm sure you've had the experience when you cleaned out the one bathroom cabinet or the one drawer in the kitchen, and it's like something magical comes into your experience. Well, you're telling the universe, okay, I'm making space for something better to come in, and it usually does. So those are good ways to shift your energy. What about protecting your energy? So again, everything is energy, including the people that you interact with. Even if you're not interacting with them face to face, other people's energy can, if they're thinking about you, can impact your energy. So a very simple energetic technique is called the zip up. You literally, you can stand up and you take your hand so your palm is facing your body. You just start at the bottom of your pelvis and you go like this, and you can at your lips pretend you have a key and you're literally locking it, and then you can toss it. It's the zip up. It's a simple energetic technique. So you're literally like zipping everything, all of your energetic field, your aura, everything, you're zipping it up in a tight little safe container. You could do that before you leave your house. You could do it before you give a talk or a lecture or a workshop. You could do it before you leave the house. If you're having a Zoom call with somebody, you can do that and zip up your energy. You can also pretend you have a stole or a shawl or a scarf, and you can hold it out like this and then just put it over you like that. That's another way to protect yourself energetically. You could also ask whatever higher power you believe in to please watch over you, protect you, and make you aware of anything that you need to know about for your safety. Super simple. And so the last thing is, how do you clear energy? Well, if you use crystals or things like that, you have probably heard like to clear crystals, you can put them in the soil of plants. You can put them out under a full moon. You can put them in salt water. Um, Also, clapping can clear crystals. And so to clear your own energy, you can simply go out into nature. Just lean against a tree, sit at the base of a tree. You could clap around your body. You can use things like plants like Palo Santo or sage, where you light it on fire and then you allow the smoke to come into your field. Those are simple ways to clear your energy. And honestly, taking a warm shower or a bath, a salt bath, is a wonderful way to energetically just clear anything that's come into your experience, whether you're conscious, aware of it or not. And if you're taking a shower, you can imagine a whatever rings your bells. Like a drain in the shower. Maybe it's a root of a plant or a tree or something. And anything that's not serving you, whether you're aware of it or not, just gets picked up and it just goes down the drain into the center of the earth so that it could be recycled for something better. And it's super simple and it absolutely works. So I hope that that is helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have done any of these before and if you find them to be helpful. And especially, people that are considered highly sensitive people, right? We feel other people's energy immensely. And so it's really behooves you to take an assessment, be aware, and make sure that you're not putting yourself into vulnerable situations, because that's completely unnecessary. So today, when I was tuning in and thinking about what would be helpful to know or to support you going forward in this week as it relates to your best asset, which is your energy, and that's a lot of different things, right? It's your physical energy. It's your essence, how you're showing up in the world. It's like this thing about you that precedes you. You don't even have to open your mouth and you have this energy. And it's a very powerful thing, especially if you know how to shift it, protect it, and clear it, because it's here to serve you. And you don't have to spend one more day being exhausted, overwhelmed by other people's energy, and taking on things that are not yours to carry. So, three cards wanted to show themselves. Expansion, I am creative, and it is safe to love. So we'll start with the expansion card, and it's beautiful. This woman is with child, and this is the message or the guidance. Your desires and all the resources you will ever need are within you now, waiting to be birthed. So the question is, how can you allow them to be expressed? What is the easiest and most obvious next step? Just what is the easiest thing for me to do right now, in the next hour, in the next day, in the next week that will support my energy? Maybe it's more water. Maybe it's more sleep. Maybe you need to say no instead of yes. I trust you know what it is, and I invite you to take a chance on yourself because you deserve it. Of course, I am creative. Your creative power expands infinitely when you are tapped into source. How are you wielding your creative juices today? In my experience, a lot of humans stop creating or being imaginative when we start paying a mortgage or paying the bills or being a parent or having a job. And so we're leaving so much juice and so much energy on the table because when you tap into your imagination, you're literally tapping into the vortex, the field, the quantum, which is the akasha, which is everything, infinite resources. And so a lot of times we try to do things from up here when that's not where the solutions and the downloads and the uploads and the insights come from. They come from when you are out of your mind and you are just being in the energy of the expansive, imaginative resources of all that is. And the universe is literally like Nordstrom's on steroids, waiting to take your order. So if you want more energy, ask, like, show me the way. What is it that I need to do? And then sit back and have an awareness of what you notice. Maybe you see an animal, maybe you hear a song on the radio. Just tune into what's being presented to you because God, source, your higher self, whatever label you call or whatever you believe in that's bigger than you, is trying to give you the divine intel every day. So often you're asking for it and you're completely missing it. So get your energy, get your environment so that it's grounded and it feels good because the more at ease you are, the easier it is to discern the wisdom. Okay, it is safe to love. It is safe for me to open my heart to love. Here you go. Where in your life can you open to a wee bit more love? Perhaps it is more love for yourself. How can you express that love today? Perhaps a little more grace and acceptance. Self love is something that evades most humans, and it really is the journey of a lifetime. And you know the saying, you can't give from an empty cup, and you can't really receive love if you don't love yourself first. And so, how can you have a little more grace and a little more unconditional love for yourself today? So, that is what I have for you today. I trust that this will serve someone that needs a little, maybe a little kick in the hiney to look at what's possible. And so my invitation for you this week is, can you allow yourself the opportunity to focus on what is working in your life? Because whatever you focus on always expands forever and always. And so, like I was saying in the beginning, momentum is powerful. Once you get a lot of locomotion, a lot of momentum going in the wrong direction of things that you do not want, it's going to take a little more nuanced and energy to put it in the other direction. But what do you have to lose? At the end of the day, the choice is yours. The choice is yours. And so you can claim your sovereignty, you can claim what it is that you want, and you can focus on that and move a little bit, like little by little by little towards that. And really the magic of being in the world today and learning how to manifest is to be in the energy of whatever it is that you think you will feel once you have manifested the thing, the car, the property, the soulmate, the twin flame, the fantasy clients. It doesn't show up until you know how to embody and evoke those emotions that feel juicy before it actually shows up in the physical realm. So I trust this serves you. And if you are interested in learning how to get a little more intentional about your energy and your desires, check out my free training, 5 Minute Manifester. The link is in the discussion and or the description. And it's super powerful. It's super easy. And it literally takes 5 minutes a day. All right. Until next week, know that you're amazed, balls. All right. Bye-bye.